Following my video on clearing reactivity and you need to feel it to heal it, I have been asked to go into more detail in how to press pause, because I was saying in the previous video that for us to be free, to be present, to be here now, being able to consciously create our lives in the present moment, not coming out of all the programs and patterns of the past and wounding of the past and trauma of the past, we need to be able to recognize that any reactivity we have is an arrow to past pain, and that we need to feel it to heal it. And that when we react, there is a huge amount of space and time where we can completely change the direction of our life by the response we have at that time. But we need to press pause. So how do we do that? Because sometimes the reactions happen so fast that the whole thing's gone and happened again. The whole reactivity's happened, the whole drama's unfolded, the whole pattern has played out. And that can be in all manner of things, whether it's in a relationship with somebody, a pattern that happens in the car, road rage, all of those things where we get cross or upset or irritated, and we take it personally. So I think the very first place is to recognize that reactivity is always a signal that we're not present. And any reactivity, even if it seems at the time that it's justified, it is always, always, always an arrow to something in the past. So if we react and we feel a change of energy in our body where we feel that we have been personally affronted by something, because that's generally reactivity, is where we feel we've been not heard or not seen or wronged in some way. That reactivity is always an arrow to something in the past. So I think the first place to be able to learn to press pause is to start at the very beginning and go, okay, every reactivity is to do with me. It's all me. What, that's me? Yes, that's you. What, this? Yes, it's all to do with me. So I think if we go from that position that everything's to do with us, and therefore we have the power to change our lives by clearing our reactivity and coming back to presence, coming back to the present moment, not acting out of the old trauma. So I think, well, that's, what we need to do is to take that full responsibility that everything's to do with us and it's not the other, and that other person hasn't done something to us, or that situation hasn't happened to us. We have the power to respond by taking responsibility for transformation by clearing reactivity. That position at the forefront means we're going to be more prepared to press pause when we react, because we will remember that this is an opportunity for transformation. This is an opportunity for growth. This is an opportunity to take our life in a completely different direction. So it's practice, like anything, but really going back over the kind of steps is the first thing, is to be prepared to say, okay, my reactivity is my responsibility. It's something to do with me, not the other. I can change everything by clearing my reactivity. This doesn't mean that we are not going to be able to have a conversation with the other or look at the situation and want change in it. It doesn't mean we sit in a passive place. It actually empowers us because we're still in the present. We haven't gone into the past. So we can really talk openly and clearly and safely with whomever it is we want to talk with, and we're not tipped out. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to change. It doesn't mean they're going to do what we want them to do, but we're not going to be in that place of drama. So that's the first place. Then when you do react, notice it. And notice the small reactions so that you're ready for the big ones. So notice the tiny irritations throughout the day, whether it's, you know, with somebody who doesn't notice you and lets the door slam in your face, or all manner of tiny things that go on through our daily life. Notice those and clear the reaction, and clear the reaction and go, this is to do with me, this is to do with me, what's it to do with me? Am I not being noticed? Am I not being heard? Am I not being considered? And then we gradually get free of that ego attachment to that self-importance, which actually when we lose it, we're free. And then in the recognizing the small irritations and not acting out of them, we get more familiar with the feelings in the body, and then we're able to press pause. And if we get a really big surge coming up, we can press pause and not act out of it, because we can completely change the course of our lives then. And all can be lost when we react. We can ruin things, we can spoil things, we can upset people, we can all manner of things. And you know, however upset we're feeling, when we react, we hurt ourselves. What we do to another, we do to ourselves. So the pressing pause is a really useful skill. Practice it, practice it, practice it. It means you're in a position to clear hurt from the past. If you are able to press pause, feel the reaction, not act out of it, not push it down, clear it from your body, and you clear it from your body in all manner of ways. Sometimes just feeling it and then not acting, not having a narrative, not acting out of it, it clears. Sometimes you might need to go and press pause on it, not act out of it, but go later and do some journaling work. It's always good with getting stuff out of you to write it, burn it safely. I always say that to people. Go and scream and shout, bash a pillow, get it out, but not in a way that hurts you and not in a dynamic. And so hopefully I have explained a bit more the pressing pause. It is the fundamental core of everything, the hub of the work, as I see it, that when we learn to clear our reactivity, we start to really heal our old pains and traumas of the past, but also transform our lives now in the present, and we can clear away all the old beliefs and convictions and stuff, basically, and we get clear of it all, and we become free to consciously live now, consciously create in the moment, and fully live.